Hello again, guys and gals. I am Jim Bob. Welcome back to the channel, and today we have another map tour for you. It's Hagenstedt. The base game map from Farming Sim 13 has been coded and converted for consoles and is now available to us. So a big thank you to the modder Vanquish081 for this map. It's a new one for me. I've never played this map before. If you're a console gamer, you might have played this if you played Farming Simulator on PS3. And obviously if you played Farming Sim 13 on a PC, you'll know this map as well. And any of the later versions, it was modded into Farming Sim 15, and it's been modded by a few different people for Farming Sim 17 on PC as well. But this is the first time I've seen this map, so it should be a good one. I've had a quick look at it already, and I like the basic feel of it, and I like the look of it. It's very picturesque. So let's jump in and take a look. So here we are then on the farm, and this is our starting farmhouse, and just look at this building. How awesome is this? Look at the brickwork, the windows, the tiled roof, just the woodworking on the frames as well. Beautiful, beautiful house. And we have a carport here as well. Space for a couple of vehicles, and the first of the gold nuggets. There are 100 nuggets, and they are hard to find, so prepare yourselves for a challenge. Some of them are relatively straightforward, some of them are insanely difficult to find, so you have been warned. So we have inside our storage here, we have a seed point, we have a fertilizer point just over there. And here is our starting equipment for this farm. We have a Fendt 310 Vario. We have a Converland fertilizer spreader, a Brantner trailer. We have the first of two Deutz-Fahr AgroStars, a Great Plains Cedar. We have a Hurliman and a Horsch Terrano cultivator. And then we have the Kuhn Verimaster plough, and the second of our AgroStars, and we have a couple of weights as well. Now we have 5 tractors on this farm, and you might only count 4. Well, there is a second Hurliman, and that is waiting for us down by the sheep enclosure, sort of in the bottom left map, which is sort of between fields 37, 38, around there. You can just see the green dot. That is our second Hurliman waiting for us down there. And in terms of a starting combine, we have the Comia C6 from Sampo Rosenloo. It's been a while since we've seen that as a starting vehicle, not since Farming Sim 15. But there it is, waiting for us. Now just here we have a sell point for grass and straw and hay and bales. This is our barn. So you literally just drive up and tip stuff into that little sell box there. There's an absolute wealth of storage on this map, and including here at the farm itself as well. Loads and loads of these big open barns for us to store equipment in. Absolutely loads of them all over the place. And we have a fuel point just here. And if I just jump in the skip, grab the nugget. There we go. We have chickens here at the farm as well. These are the only animals near the farm. The rest are all spread out across the map. So you will have to move around a lot between different animal locations, and I know a lot of people like to have animals all close together. I actually quite like the idea of another map with the animals separated out. Means you actually have more of a reason to visit certain areas of the farm, and it gives you a way to expand in different locations as well, a justification for expanding into a certain region. Here's our silos. These are pretty default silos, so we have a tip point just here. Our downpipe is on the opposite side. You'll get 100,000 litres of storage, and it'll hold the regular grains, so wheat, barley, canola, corn, soybeans. No root crops, no wood chips, no TMR, no grass, none of that, just the grains, and 100,000 litres of storage. So that is our farm itself. We start with just the one field, field 16, which isn't that big of a field, it really isn't. But we start with small equipment as well, so it's not too bad. It's going to be a slog though to run this on hard all the way through. using this starting equipment and working your way up, especially considering that all of this equipment is used. It's old, it's used. Some of the maintenance costs on these are already well into the red. So trading values on these are going to be low. Don't expect stellar prices if you're trading your equipment in. And I have leased a tractor for our tour. So here we are. We have the JCB Fast Track parked up at the store. Now the store reset point is not actually here at the store. It's back at the farm. So that courtyard where all of our equipment is laid out, that's the reset point on this farm. So you can actually buy something and reset it directly to your farm now for the first time in a while. And again, it's kind of a throwback to older versions of Farming Sim. This is essentially the Westbridge Hills shop, so same layout, same entrance points. We have our cash point, our vehicle interaction box, the little shop icon inside with the cardboard cutouts. And if we get going, the shop itself, as you can see, is just north of our starting farm. We have this little fuel depot just here, so you can refuel your vehicles. And we have this lovely little town scene down here as well, which I really do like. I'm going to head down through these buildings because there is an egg sell point down here that I want to show you. And there we go, there is our egg sell point. Now we'll head back up. We're going to go north and up to the top left corner, and then we're going to work our way across the top right of the map, and then sort of kind of go clockwise a little bit. So this map is very, very hilly. There's lots of terrain, lots of changes in height on this map, as you can see. You know, dropping down quite a lot here. And this is what I was saying as well about plenty of storage. You can see we've got a barn just there. We've got a couple of barns coming up just here as well. There are a couple of weird little glitches on the map, such as that car that always buries itself inside that building. And here we are at our first sell point. This is the village grain elevator. So we have a fuel point, we have a cash point, and we have a phone box. Now, those of you that are new to Farming Sim, with Farming Sim 17, the phone boxes were help points on Farming Sim 15 and possibly 13 as well, I'm not too sure. Farming Sim 15, you would go up to one of those phone boxes, you would interact with it, and it would pull up a list of help topics for you. Same way that we have help topics in the options menu today. In this, they are literally just cash points disguised as phone boxes. So you go and click one of those and it just pulls up your finance tab, same as one of the ATMs. There's our sell point then for the village grain elevator. Around the back we have some other stuff as well. So we have a secondary sell point for eggs. We have some pallets of seed there, so that suggests that could be a seed top-up point. Same again over there with fertilizer. Suggests we can top up our fertilizer units here as well. And obviously we've got a little water trough just there for topping up water. So as we continue sort of northwest, we're going to head over to the transport company, which is where our animal dealership is as well. And we do actually have trains on this map, but they are Sosnovka style trains rather than Goldcrest Valley. So you can sell grain or items in these trains and then pull the lever, send them off, and you'll get paid once the train has delivered its cargo. And the first one is up here. So here we are then at the transport company. This is our animal dealership first of all. Nice big interaction box for our animals just there. Here's the grain sell point. Just drive up the ramp, tip into the grate, and away you go. Try not to crush these cars. And around here is another sell point, and this is for logs. So you can drop your logs in here, pull the lever, and you'll send off the train. So there we go. There's the train in action just there. We do have a second train, which is a little bit below us, and we're heading down to the freight yard. In fact, we're actually going to go anti-clockwise on the map. From here we'll go down towards the sheep, I think. So there is a secondary train here at the freight yard, and this is for beets and potatoes. But I think there may possibly be a bug with this sell point, because I can't actually find the sell point. You'll see what I mean when we get here. There's no sell box anywhere in this location. We do have this ramp that you drive up, and I get the feeling that there's supposed to be a grate just here for us to tip into, but there isn't. So maybe, because we have the train right alongside the ramp, maybe you have to back your trailer up and tip directly into those. I don't know. It takes beets and potatoes, and we don't have either of those, so I can't check. But yeah, potentially bugged, this sell point. And then the lever to send the train off is just here. So we'll pull the lever, and there goes the train. And then behind there, that's just scenery, so nothing exciting down there at all. It's just little bits of scenery and nothing you can interact with, and the train obviously will disappear off through the tunnel. You can see we have more storage over there in the corner. As I said, there is an absolute, wealth of storage on this farm. And it's a very hilly map, as I have already said. Look how steep this hill is that we're going to be cutting across. So you're going to want some pretty powerful equipment for certain parts of this map. Because you can see how much speed we're losing just trying to drive up here. And we're not pulling anything at all. Now, if we were towing a 32,000 litre trailer full of water down to our animals and using this hill, we would be crawling up this hill with this tractor if we were making it up there at all. So that's something to be wary of. We do have some nice little sort of scenic bits dotted around the map, like this this little hamlet tower just over here. There's a couple of those dotted around. They're really nice to see. And here we are on field 37. So we're going to head over towards our sheep. There is our second hurleyman just there. And again, we are given a nice big storage area just here. And we have a grass trough just there. More storage over there. A couple of vehicle barn shelters and this large concrete shelter just there as well. And if we go around the side of this building here, it's the second half of our sheep area. So, this is our animal interaction box. This is where we open up and can order our sheep. We'll pick them up and sell them. We also have a water trough just here. And although it's not marked, our wool sell point is here as well. And your wool will start spawning next to these two crates, just where my tractor is right now. So that is the wool point. I say it's not marked, but I did put some sheep in there earlier and test it. And that's where it'll spawn. So, where do we want to go next? We want to go over the bridge, and we're going to go to the mill. Again, look, more storage. There's so much free storage built into the map for you. You've got more just there, look. Loads of these little places built everywhere. And here is the mill. That thing's huge, absolutely massive sort of location. And a lot of it is just scenic. There's not a lot you can actually do to interact with, but you can see there, nicely labelled, the Hagenstedt mill. If we go around the back, we do have these train cars here, but they're not connected to anything. This is purely scenic. So there is no train or working train here at this location. And there is our sell point. It's kind of hard to spot the first time you come down here, but literally you just drive through, tip your grains, and drive out again. And that's it. There's our mill. So we've got this lovely sort of concrete ramp going up here. We'll take this and we'll cut across to the cows. And again, it's not that steep, but we're struggling to get up here at any kind of speed. So you will need some horsepower with your tractors. So we're heading straight to our cows now. The cows are all, all the animals are dotted across the bottom of the map. Sort of central, far left and far right. This is where our cows are located. And I actually really like the way the cows are laid out on this map. I do feel the field is a little bit small. It could have been bigger, but apart from that, it's really nice. This is our dialogue box where we can buy our cows. Here we have our water trough. This is our slurry tank. Here is our main trough for TMR and where you can also drop your straw. And if we head around here, here is our grass trough. And I love how wide these things are as well. Much wider than we see on default maps. Really nice. Our little manure pit. And then we have a BGA style bunker there. So we can mix up some silage as well. So this is our cow area. Really nicely laid out. Again, look, we have more storage for free. And a little field here as well. So from here, we are going to... Let's see, which way can we go? I want to be up there, really. Let's see if we can go cross country. Try and get up onto that path. Oh, it's a struggle. There we go. So we're going to move across towards our pigs now. And we have a golf course. We have a golf course here on Hagenstedt. That caught me by surprise when I figured out what it was. At first I was like, we've got a giant sand pit, and then I realised that the grass was, literally ground away to nothing. And then I spotted a flag. I was like, oh, we have a golf course. So there we go. Golf course here with huge, huge bunkers. Absolutely massive. Look at the size of these bunkers. Very small golf course, but it's a nice little scenic feature. And we've actually just crashed into one of our poles there. This is our pigs over here. So again, you can see we've got a little fountain there for some water. So you have water near the pigs, which is always useful. More storage, plenty of storage down here. We have our slurry point, our manure point. This, I believe, is the dialogue box. Yes, it is. There we go. There is actually a nugget hidden inside there with the pigs. We'll grab that in a second. And then around here, we have our food trough, our water trough, and our straw point as well. So this really thin box just alongside the fence here, this is where we'll tip our straw in. There is the nugget. Let's grab that. There we go. So we're up to 3 nuggets. I am going to show you the nuggets at the end of the video. So fear not, you will see where they all pop up on the map. So we're going to head around sort of between fields 33 and 34. Again, you can see, look, some of these buildings and more storage. There are so many empty barns that we can just appropriate for our own purposes. Here's another one, look. So you'll never have to worry about placing equipment. And there's another one, look. Again, they're everywhere on this map. You will never run out of storage. If you want to work a couple of fields, there's guaranteed to be at least one vehicle building nearby that you can just claim and use. We do have this stream that kind of runs behind us. We've gone a little bit past it now, but I'm going to turn around and head back down here. Little picnic area just up there, look, under a gazebo. Benches dotted around on some of these hills. We're sort of heading back this way because we're going to look at the spinnery, and then we're going to check out the garden centre. We'll check out the garden centre first because that's closer. So here we go. Here is the garden centre. Now in Farming Sim 15, this has been where you would have bought your pallets from for planting trees, and you could also have got seed and fertilizer from there as well. Now this is a sell point, so this is actually a wood chip sell point just here. It's pretty much all we can sell here at the garden centre. It would have would have made sense to, if we're having a garden centre, maybe code it for selling manure here, but or maybe even slurry, so that it could be used as natural fertiliser by other people. But no, it's a wood chip sell point. So there is our garden centre. There is some more storage for you there, look. And then we're going to go back over the bridge and alongside field 30 and head over to the spinnery. And would you look at that, we have more storage. And we also have a fuel point over here as well. So here is the spinnery. Again, we have a really nice little town scene here. Really small, but really nice. There is a cell box for our wall. And obviously we have a really nice little scene over here with a few buildings. I like this. Yeah, it's a very nice map, very pretty map. So what is left to show you? The bakery and biogas plant. I think they are the last two things. So let's make our way north. We'll show you the bakery and the biogas plant, and then we will look for the nuggets and pop those first 10. So I'll shut up a little bit. I'll let you see just how pretty some of this map is. I'm going to zoom out all the way for you. We need to be the other side of that, don't we? Let's cut across these hills. Let's be a bit naughty. Easy, easy. Last thing I want to do is flip the tractor. Ooh, that was close. There we go. But you can see, again, you can see what I mean about the contouring with the different heights and everything. We do have some scenery over here. I haven't actually looked at this place before. I think this is our dairy, I think. Yes, Supreme Milk. There we go. So it's just a piece of scenery. We can't do anything with it because we can't sell milk independently on console. But here it is. And that allows us to sort of head north from here towards the bakery. We need to go... The road networking is a little confusing. There we go. I can see where we need to be now. So we're going to go around along field 22 and then cut across to field 7. More storage, look. More barns waiting for us to use. There is so much, I keep saying it, but it's true, so much storage on this map. I love this little rope bridge as well that goes across for people to just walk across the road. That's really nice. So here we go, here's the bakery. Really small sell point, just a grate that we drive over. That's pretty much it. Nice and simple. And here is the biogas plant. There are actually 3 different entrances. There's this one right in front of us. There's one just over to the north left of us, just there, and then one at the other end as well. Let's get rid of the map. There we go. So this is a pretty standard biogas plant, although we do have a fuel point there, which is quite nice to see. Weighbridge, 5 bunkers for processing chaff. There's the shredder, the Silo King unit, and then right by this exit here we have a digestate tank. So pretty standard layout for a BGA. Nothing, you know, earth-shattering there. And there we go. That is Hagenstedt. So I will get myself in position to find 9 nuggets, and then I will rejoin you in just a moment. Okay, so I have 9 nuggets right now. About to get number 10 to pop the rest of the map for you. And I'm here by the animal dealership and the transport company up in the top north corner. As you can see, top northwest corner. And we're here by this pylon. Now, I said that some of these nuggets were a challenge. There's one way, way, way up there on that top pylon where my little white circle is. It's about there. That's where the nugget is on that branch. I think you can just about see it actually. There it is. Just put my cursor on it. There. Now it is actually possible to climb this. It takes a little bit of getting used to. You have to kind of zigzag your controls a little bit to get up there. Wiggle your way up. But you can do it. And there we go. We have 10 nuggets. So let's pop the rest of them up on the map for you. You can see they're dotted all over the place. And some of them are on buildings. Some of them are hidden away in really hard to find places. There are a few at the farm. Oops. Used the wrong stick. So the ones we found, there's one here somewhere in the silos. I think it's up top, on top of the silos. So that would be a fun one to get. There's one in the storage over here. There's one by the blue fertilizer tank. There's a couple by the farm buildings over here. So there's one in that skip as well, don't forget. There's one over near the combine somewhere as well. So there's loads of nuggets dotted all over the place. There's the one by the combine. Just there, look. But they are dotted all around the place. Some of them, as I said, aren't too difficult to find. Some of them are really, really tough to find. So just be wary that if you're going for the nuggets, it's going to be a slog. They're not all grouped together in a couple of little places to make it nice and easy for you. This is a proper old school, hardcore nugget hunt. So strap in for that one. So there we go. That is Hagenstedt. What do you think of it? I really like the feel of the map, and I think it's got quite a lot of potential as a fun map to play on. So there's scope there to certainly cultivate some of those and plough those fields together. You look down, you've got fields 31 and 32 can be joined. 33 and 34 maybe not so much, and you can't really join them with 31 and 32 because you've got the river. Well, I say river, the stream that separates them. But you look over at fields 10 and you've got 10, 11 and 12 that you could perhaps combine together. Over by the farm you've got 14, 15 and 16 that you could combine. Even maybe 17, 18 and 19 to the right of the farm. 20 and 21. Yeah, there's fields out there that you could combine together to make longer, bigger fields. It's entirely up to you what you want to do with this map. I'm going to have a bit more of a play about with it, and it's possible I may actually relocate Fent Farm over onto Hagenstedt. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But I've got about a week or so to think about it before I need to record a new episode. So I'll have a play about with it, and this may well be the new home of Fent Farm going forward. So anyway, thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I will catch you back on the channel very soon.